let's just go ahead and get started with EURUSD. So EURUSD, we most recently pushed below. I'll delete all this stuff. Most recently pushed below this swing low here, okay? Swing low, and we push below that, so that's great. Daily, also push below that swing low, which obviously was set up on the weekly as well, right? And what else do we have on the weekly, which is of note, which is actually pretty important. I want to call out. We have this high at 64, right? And then this one at 34. So this is a swing high, okay? Because this high is definitely lower than this one. And all this day isn't done. You know, just the way that this high is set up, it'd be very surprising for it to come up and take this out. But what I wouldn't be surprised about is if we ran these lows here, okay, before maybe taking out that high, or taking out another high, and then later taking out that high, okay? Or even just running these lows before flipping around, the lows we're running now, before flipping around and running out this high here. But that being said, right now, we're bearish, okay? So it's just, you know, gonna keep on the ball for if we turn bullish. So in terms of the 4 hour, we have a nice gap there on the 4 hour, okay? And one here on the 4 hour. And let's check the daily very quickly. And we also have one there in the daily, right? So just put that in, see where that ends up on the 4 hour, where that takes us, okay? That's an interesting spot, right? So go ahead and delete all this stuff, because as of right now, it's not important. But I am going to be keeping an eye on if we pull back above this guy, okay? Where are those other areas we were looking at, right? So 15, 23, 59, right? One hour. Again, we have this gap, but we've been pulling into it. We have another one up here in the middle of the Asian session. So I'll adjust this one, okay? And one there in the middle of the Asian session. See if we pull back to this here, basically. And then 15-minute, right? Pulling back into this one. And again, we see that 1 hour one in the middle of the Asian session. And finally, what we can just look at is the idea that our opening price all the way up here. Okay. So that's the last thing I want to note. I'm going to mark that line different color. Okay. So that is EURUSD. When it's moving right now, wouldn't be surprised if we push down to this and possibly look for a bounce above these highs here, right? Because we have this area up here on the 1 minute where we have a few fair value gaps, right? A few areas for us to pull back to. But then even then, we have another set of highs for us to pull above, and that would get us above that midnight opening price, right? So I'm surprised if we pull back to this, and then want to see how we move. Obviously, we don't have to bounce from this. We could just, you know, continue lower without ever going back above the midnight opening price. And if that's the case, if we don't get to above the midnight opening price by 8:30, then I start caring about the 8:30 price. So that's EURUSD. We want to look at some indices very quickly going into a new week. So you can see here, I'll delete all this stuff. We're pulling down into some areas that we had identified on previous videos, specifically this area here, right? And drop lower, okay? So we pulled back into this area, and now I want to see how we're going to react in and around this area here, okay? So we look at the weekly, we pushed above this swing high and this swing high, and then daily, we've pushed below the swing low. So this is a key point, because we can definitely just keep running lower. And if we were to keep running lower, I wouldn't be surprised if we revisited this area here, right? at 76, but we definitely could just keep running lower because we have some lows in here, you know, and then a swing low here, but we could just bounce, right, and try to set up an equal high or take out an equal high. I mean, not set up an equal high, set up a swing high or take out this swing high here. NASDAQ, again, pulling back into some areas that we had looked at on a previous video. Weekly push above that swing high, both those swing highs. Daily push below that swing low. We're in this area, 4 hour, 1 hour, right? So much like S&P, but we're already in this kind of lower area here. So we're gonna see if we react from it, okay? You don't have to. We could, you know, again, much like S&P, if we zoom out a bit. Now, where we would go in the NASDAQ is a bit more choppy, but the first place that sticks out to me is this area here, 57. Gotta set it equal lows, right? And we could push below that into this area here, where if we look at it, fair value gap that hasn't been touched, right? Boom, boom. And we got that area here, right? So that's NASDAQ, and then finishing off with a Dow Jones. So weekly, again, pulled above the swing high, so that's good. Daily, pull below that swing low, that's good. 4 hour, pushing down, right? Remember, Dow Jones is kind of moving by itself for a little bit, so we could definitely keep pushing lower. In terms of looking at the 1 hour, because we do have this area here, right? We could push to, but we don't have to, right? We could definitely just bounce from where we are now on the 1 hour in terms of this area. So that is the indices and EURUSD. So hope you guys enjoyed it, man. Hope it provides some value. Join us again next time.